rabbit lovers, welcome to Tengela Rabbitry. This is like Tengela Rabbitry. We have one of the houses is this house. We have two houses, so we have this house. This is the main house. We call it the main house because this is one of the houses that we firstly built, and it's one of the oldest houses because we have another house which is newly constructed. So in this new main house, we normally have one of we normally keep the breeding stock. This is where we place the breeding stock, where they give birth, the females, the males breed, and the other house we keep the rabbits that are already given birth, and the selling stock. That is where, and also the rabbit vomit. That is where we keep them, because you do not want to mix them. We do not want to mix your selling stock and your breeding stock. So in this house we have a total of 62 cages. So you can see we have this side and this side, and this side. We also have this side till the end, and that other side at the back. So we're going to go to the next house, which is the new house. We call it the new house. So in this new house we have a total of 102 cages. We have these ones. We have the back and the front, the back and the front, the back and the front. Also for this side, we also have this side and also this side. Yes. So this is where we put most of the rabbits that are for sale. Yeah. So when you come going back to this main house, this is where we put most of the breeding stock. So what does this video teach you guys? This construction, the houses and everything did not come overnight. We started small. We started by building a small house. Like we had like you see how normally in up country we have like a small structure for chicken, which is like has two strands and then it is raised and then the chicken are put that way. So we got that house for chicken by our neighbor who was like moving, and then we had to borrow that chicken house. That is where we started rabbit farming with two it was actually one house that was divided to become two houses for rabbits. That is where we started, and then we grew slowly to all these houses. So what does this teach you? Patience is the most important virtue that you have to have when doing rabbit farming. We didn't start big, we started small. We started step by step, building each and every house, building each and every step, learning the procedures of rabbit keeping until this point right now when we are a brand farm. So we're going to talk about why patience is very important in rabbit keeping. You should become patient when keeping rabbits. This is because when you're keeping rabbits, one of the most important thing is the growth of your rabbits. So when you have the small baby rabbits, okay, today, let's say like today, your rabbit has given birth. You should give it a span of like 1 month for it to breastfeed its kids. Also for the kids to breastfeed, 1 month for them to grow. So for 1 month, those kids, you give them a period of another 1 month for you to okay, for 1 month you can separate with 1 month or 2 months depending on your style. So you give them a duration for you to separate them. After separation, you give them a period of growth. This is like another 2 months or 3 months for them to become big rabbits, like until 6 months. So you give them another period of like 3 months for them to become mature, so that you can be able to start breeding. So in this time you need the patience for you to wait for these rabbits to grow and mature for you to start breeding them. And also for the mother, you need it needs time for it to start to recover from the birth and all to finish breastfeeding, so that you can return it to the male and get pregnant again, so that you wait for the gestation period again for it to actually reproduce again. So for your rabbits, you need to give it time to grow. You don't have to like be impatient, because when you become impatient, you will see like the process is not going how it's supposed to go. So like imagine a scenario where you put a rabbit today, you go and buy a rabbit today, and you expect it to like lay a golden egg tomorrow. It doesn't work that way. So you have to give your rabbit time. You have to give it time for it to grow, for it to become mature, so that you can be able to get the produce. Another reason is for rabbit farming, you need to learn. You also need to learn how to take care of these animals. They are very gentle animals. They need the care. They need they need to be handled gently. You don't have like you need the patience for you to handle these rabbits. So as a rabbit farmer, you need to put in the patience to learn how to handle these rabbits. Let's say, for example, in diseases, you need to have the patience for you to learn how to cure these diseases, which medication is best for this, for which type of disease. Like an example, in our farm, we had this disease which was really attacking the rabbits, whereby the skin becomes white, it starts peeling off. That is one of the diseases that I didn't know before. I went to veterinary doctors. They didn't know about the disease. Most people were telling me it's a fungal infection, but I came to know that yes, it is a fungal infection, but how can I manage this? Because they were telling me you have to like apply glycerin, you have to apply, I don't know, some other medication, like funny medication. So it didn't work for me. So I came up with a way for me to curb this disease in this farm. So one of the ways that I did is like just taking the disinfectant. I read that disinfectant is also controls fungal infection. So I started spraying these rabbits slowly, and I started seeing the healing process. I knew that this is the right medication for these rabbits when they have this kind of disease. So with trying to invent your own medication, trying to invent your way of curbing the diseases, it's a way of learning. And this really helped me in rabbit farming, because it is a way that I had to learn to curb most of the diseases that are affecting my rabbits and also affecting me as a farmer in this rabbit farming. Another thing, as a farmer, you have to check for your market. The strategy that you put in your marketing, in your production, you should be able to produce a steady produce for your market. So it also needs patience, because you can't be having like one rabbit today and tomorrow you want to have a whole industry or a whole hotel for you to deliver this rabbit. So it needs a process for you to learn, and also for you to produce the needed amount. Okay, if you're putting many rabbits, it's okay if you put many rabbits, but if you supply those rabbits today, those many rabbits today, tomorrow you'll not have a consistent supply. So you need to be able to be patient for you to grow your stock so that you can be able to deliver and meet your demand. So patience in rabbit farming is all about giving your rabbits time to grow, having the patience to learn the practice of rabbit keeping, and looking forward to long-term success rather than the quick success, which doesn't come overnight. So you should look at having patience so that you can grow to long-term success. I hope this video has become helpful to you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And if you've reached the end of this video, thank you so much to my supporters, to my subscribers, those people who always call me and telling me, Mary, I've been watching you on YouTube. I thank you so much for your support, and see you in our next video.